Philly shit, sexy shit. Let's go. Here she come. I'm sitting pretty, getting it. Queenie about her dividends. Straight to the point, I hate a bitch. Ain't on me cause I'm winning. Young shit, step your brain up. Stop sucking dick, step your brain up. Closed mouths don't get fed, but if you close your lips, you're more dangerous. Paper chasing full speed ahead. Yeah, I'm hungry, I eat the bread. Hating on me, what the problem is. I love a challenge, I smoke it quick.
Yeah, that's the way you bring in the show. That's the way you bring in the show, baby. What's up, everybody?
What's up? What's up? What's up, Queen?
Y'all already know what it is. You already know what it is. Today is Thursday, so you know it's crystal clear thoughts with your girl, Queen NEEN, featuring Firecracker.
Hey,
Make some noise.
Hey.
You know we are our own drummers.
Yes. We're gonna have some live effects in here soon.
Okay, listen, you the fuck. We're about to get it pop.
Yes.
You already know what it is. Today's Thursday. There's a lot going on in the world. We want to say, rest in peace to young Dolph. He was slain in front of a place that he actually visit and patronize and, try to give his time to and donate to. And, just the world is just so crazy right now. I don't know what's going on. But we want to say rest in peace. I shade your spirit. Yes. He was a rapper, but he also was an independent artist who came in the game. I don't know too much about him, but I knew that about him. But the music scene is crazy too. Like people think that just in the hood you get murdered, but when it comes to music, Firecracker, the industry is kind of.
You can't even get money and enjoy it and come back and give to the hood because they trying to take what you got.
And
you're not giving them enough.
It affects us because we see it firsthand because it's always going to be on social media. We're going to always see what's going on. So it affects people whether they want to be affected or not. And, that's just what it is. So I'm going to say I shade your spirit. We're going to toast for young Dolph.
Yes.
Toast. Don't mind me. I'm over here burping and stuff. Yeah, but we're going to keep the show going. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yes, let's go.
You already know what it is. Crystal clear thoughts. We can't start the show without saying something to A Radio Philly Sharp, keeping the doors open for us. We appreciate you, Philly. Thank you for doing what you're doing. Yeah, making it happen. Listen, Philly is a one-man band, so when shit going down in the studio, y'all gotta let it just go. Unless you want to come through and help at the radio station, y'all gotta let us do what we doing here because Philly is holding it down, and we appreciate everything you're doing for us, Philly. So thank you, Philly.
Thank you, Philly.
And you know me, I got to shout out, the sponsors of the week, the month, the year, because Megatron has been holding us down. I appreciate Megatron, especially their first lady of Megatron, because she holds me down as far as when it comes to my appearance, my bling necessities and all of that. So I want to give a big shout out to Megatron Exquisite Design and Privilege Entertainment. Shout out to you guys. Hey. I appreciate y'all. What's up?
Yeah, shout out to the crew.
What's up,
Love
DJ?
Y'all.
Yup. Plush, Henny,
Blend,
Django, Blends,
Wise,
everybody,
Rick,
yes,
the whole Chris New,
yes. We appreciate y'all, love y'all guys, and y'all do big things. We appreciate y'all in the city. I want to give a shout out to Cash Buzz. They sponsored the Smoke for the Week. Oh, we smoking on that Cash Buzz. And I also want to give a shout out to my girl Jazz, who did my lashes today, at Pretty Wink _lash. Make sure y'all hit her up. Yes. And what's up with your girl that did her lashes?
That's Virgin Hair. Mm-hmm. She on Instagram, Virgin Hair, VIRGIN Hair.
Okay, y'all hear it.
She said she's 63rd and Woodland Avenue.
Shout out to her.
Southwest Philadelphia.
Yes. Shout out to everybody doing it big. Black-owned businesses. We appreciate y'all. If you want to sponsor the show, hit me up. It's nothing but a small donation, or you can give us some things, that you want us to show on the show. We'll gladly take that. It doesn't matter, but just try to be a part of it. Support, Philly, support Philly. Let's do it. Black-owned businesses. Yes. Black-owned businesses support Black-owned businesses. I got tongue-tied real quick. That's that rapper shit.
Entrepreneurs.
But, yes, we all are. So support, each other, and that'll get us going. So before we get into that crystal clear bar, because we always got some crystal clear thoughts we want to talk about, I want to kind of get into systematic behaviors and things that's going on within our culture, within our families, within our neighborhoods, because there's a lot of death, mental illness, there's a lot of depression, stress. going on in the community, and we had a show about it. But I think that some way, somehow we got to keep bringing it up.
Yes.
Not every show, but maybe every other show, but we got to talk about it. So I wanted to kind of get into something. Me and my sis was having a conversation, and I was saying, America's first system that, was built with slavery.
Right.
And if your ancestors were a part of that, then in your DNA lies all of the trauma and the depression and the stress
Right.
and the illnesses and all of those things is carried through your DNA.
Right.
And you should not be afraid of it. You should be aware of it so that you can break those chains and switch it up for your children.
Right.
Because we talk about how we want our children to see things differently than we saw when we came up.
And not on a materialistic level.
Right. So I wanted to ask you that, being as though, we were talking about the systems, let's get into like, what kind of systems do you think are here and they still kind of cultivate slavery?
For me, prison system.
Definitely number one.
They aren't designed to rehabilitate you or put you in a different mind frame of not wanting to go back out there and do the same thing you might have went there for that if you did it. It's like even the whole court system that's a sign of, that's still slavery in itself. First of all, they created the system.
Right. So that's why, when I say that, the first system that was implemented was slavery, is because it was a created system that they lived and thrived off.
Right.
And even our own people got into that. Like, it was, I can't remember the slave owner name, but it was a brother, and that's all he knew. I think Dave Chappelle talked about it on his show, that was all he knew was slavery. So, he went and got into business. It's a business. It's the first business that was ever set, the first system that was set. But you have to realize that slavery system is going to keep manifesting within itself throughout America, because that's what it's built on. Unless we break that bond, and you got to get rid of racism, you got to get rid of superiority from people trying to be superior over other people and having those complexes where people can't live or survive, and they have to struggle and fight to survive, and it's just unfair. So I really truly believe that maybe if we came together more and had those conversations, that we could work on it. But other than that, that system is here. Yeah. It's here to stay, and you need to find your place. If you don't want to be a part of that system, you need to find your place in the world.
For your children.
Yeah, and you gotta teach your children this shit too, because when you don't interact with your children about these things, so that when they go in the world and then they get approached by something that they're like, God damn, my mom ain't never tell me about this, because we all been there. We're like, damn, my mom didn't tell me this shit.
Right.
So you got to have those tough conversations with your children. Like, listen, we got to talk about some things that, you might need to hear, but you might not be ready for, but you got to talk about it, because the world is moving rapidly. Yeah. And
I don't know how long I'm going to be here.
Technology is at an all-time like high. Everything is technical. Everything. Social media is what's running the system. Like, so it's just so much going on that you have to be aware. And if you don't tell your children that, they'll get sucked up in the YouTube and the TikTok and the Instagram and the Facebook and the Meta, whatever the fuck is going on. That's what they'll get caught up in. Right. So it's like, what are we really, striving for? I had a show where I talked shit about Kevin Samuels, right? Because I felt like, okay, some of the shit you say, I can't hate on that. And some of it does resonate. But then you're disrespectful when it comes to your sisters, women, period. Right. And that for me just, goes into his relationship with his mom, his grandmom, the women in his life. Exactly. So I question that. And, I'm not challenging it. Challenge. Shout out to the outfit. But I'm saying, like, when we're on the show, we're trying to come to a conclusion, not separate us even more. Right. When you cause separation, then you cause the chaos and confusion between people. Of it. And that's what I believe, that religion, I believe that race causes separation, because we are all one person. We just have unique ways of looking at things.
Right.
We have unique ways of thinking. Everybody thinks different thoughts.
Yes. And you got to be acceptable to some people's different opinions. Like sometimes
and not jump to the defense.
Yeah, I'm not going to always think the way you want me to think.
Right.
And your way of thinking might not even be the right way that it's supposed to be. It might not even be the not right way, but it might not be the logical thing that it should be.
Period.
You know what I mean? So a lot of people get that messed up too. Like that's
It's
where
sad.
people cross paths at too. Like, oh well, you don't feel the way I feel, so fuck you.
Right.
No.
That's the sad part, because it's like, why can't we agree to disagree?
Right.
Why can't we have that conversation of, listen, I played this part. You played this part.
Yes.
I apologize for the part I played.
Right.
You apologize for the part you played. How can we make it better?
Yeah,
what can we do to make it better? What can we do to go to the next level? Because if there's no next level, then I have to leave you where you are.
Right. Right.
People get mad when you leave them where they are and you move forward in life. Then they need some type of what is the word when a person they need, oh my God, the word is in the tip of my tongue now because I'm thinking about it, but they need closure.
Right.
Closure, that's the word. People need closure. And it's like, what do you need closure for? Is it for your own personal, or is it for us to both move forward in life? Sometimes your closure is just to be extra mean or, crazy towards a person that you thought, oh, we were getting closure.
Right.
But now you're being condescending. You want to do things to undermine that person. It's just weird. So I feel like when people leave you where you are, leave it. Don't come back looking for closure, because sometimes you don't want that closure.
Right.
It's not what you're really looking for. So, I think that systems are set in place and we're so caught up in them that we can't even deal with one another out of love. We deal with people like a system.
Right.
We treat people as superior or inferior. I'm better than you. You're not better than me.
Right.
And that's sad. I want you to be my equal. I want you to feel like I feel.
Yes.
Unless you
these Jones like, I gotta get like
get used to
it.
She said yes. So another thing I wanted to talk about was repetition. When it's something is embedded or thrown upon you all the time and it's repetitious, you will automatically fall into that system.
Right.
Because it's just like waking up, going to work every day. You got to be to work at 6 a.m.
Right.
You get up at a certain time just so you can get to that job by that time.
Right.
So I feel like that was embedded in us too in the time of slavery.
Yeah.
We were on a clock of how to be hand and foot for master or our ancestors is in our DNA. And you feel it, you know it when you encounter certain shit. You feel it. So I just, those are the questions that I ask. And I always wonder, when you are dealing with those topics, do you feel okay talking about it? Or do you feel like you don't want to be too, saying what you got to say without hurting somebody's fucking feelings?
It's my truth.
Right.
It's our truth. It's what they said. It's in the history. It's nothing that it's a fact. It's not like we just blatantly being ignorant like they have been, because not everybody is racist. Because don't get it messed up. You got some racist ass black people.
Oh, come on.
You know what I mean? Race don't just go to when I speak about race, it's some racist ass Chinese people, it's some racist ass Asians,
especially at the casino,
ass Africans, and some. It's all types. Everybody racist. It's racism in each
racism. Yeah, I believe that it is racism in each ethnicity.
Right.
Because and don't mind us, we get tongue tied and shit because we had a long day, but I believe that racism comes from what you're being taught, because I dated outside my race and I've seen racism come from, well, I'm not going to say it was blatant, but it was there, where I saw it.
Right.
I saw it well enough to know like, oh, when I'm not around, they might say nigga. which is do you, boo boo, but don't
Right, but
don't
don't
fuck
do
with
it.
me if you feel that way.
He said it especially against us light skinned folk.
Who said that?
Ricky Johnson.
Listen,
Yo.
when it comes down to it, like I said, we're all different in mindsets, but we all bleed and we all breathe the same air.
Yes.
So it's nothing that we can't sit and have that kind of conversation. Because I remember it's plenty of times Oprah, Donahue, Ricky Lake, they all have had people come on their show and speak why they believe and what they
Right.
believe. And
Right.
when it came down to these topics, but we're at a different age and time, 2021. People are working together. Allies are here.
Right.
And it's like you need to pick a side. You want
Right.
to be part of that bullshit, be a part of that bullshit. But don't force me to believe or think the way you think or the way you believe you should we should be.
Right. I'm not entitled to.
I'm not entitled to think that same way. I'm entitled to think the way I think and
be accepting of that.
And understanding that this is where I want to be at in my life. I don't want to accept the negative or the bullshit that's coming with it. Because like I said, I have friends that all ethnicities and they are my friends and I can hold them dear to heart. And I wouldn't dare make them feel uncomfortable, but I'm always going to have to say what's on my mind. I'm going to have to say what's the truth for me when I see something that's not right.
Right.
That's not kosher. The more that we get in tune with ourselves, the more that we attract the people we need to be around anyway. So it's like, you keep the negative people at bay when you doing what you're supposed to do for yourself.
Right.
So we're gonna get off of that topic and we're gonna go into one thing that I believe how you can break curses is just refraining from being within the oppression of yourself. Stop oppressing yourself. Even though you come from this, but your ancestral history does not begin with slavery. Only in America it begins with slavery. But your ancestors prior to that, were kings and queens or had villages or whatever, ran a tribe or whatever. They had something that you can cling to say that my ancestral history is a great history, not just slavery. So I would say stop oppressing yourself with that slavery mindset and say that, okay, we've been there. It's time to break that cycle.
Right.
I don't want to accept poverty in my life. I will not accept poverty in my life. I will not accept negativity in my life. I will not accept oppression in my life. I will not accept suppression in my life. I just feel like we need to do what we need to do.
Right.
And if we just take the time to understand that part, we would be in a different mind space and we would treat each other a little bit differently.
Right.
Because we treat each other as if we're fighting for master's affection.
Right.
And it's sad.
Instead of us getting together, fighting to get over master, change the whole narrative. That like Amistad was a perfect movie. That's I love that movie. When I say
what, Amistad?
What? When he picked that motherfucking nail out that motherfucking boat, it was on. Give us free. You know what I mean? Like
I'm having a technical malfunction over here. I was trying to get this shit.
You know what I mean? Like we are intelligent people. And
we just gotta recognize it.
That's where they get lost at. Like
if we
you think you're supposed to be on welfare, you think you're supposed to. If you can't help but to be on there, that's one thing,
right?
But to wanna be on it is a whole nother ball game,
right? Right. If you strive to get welfare, then that's sad.
Yeah.
If you're not striving to get beyond it, because assistance is assistance, and if somebody's giving you that. Okay, yeah, you take it. Get your reparations. I'm not mad at that. but don't use it to the point where you depend on it.
Were you taking the light off of somebody else to get it?
But you're dependent on it, and then you won't go out and seek anything else. That's when it becomes a topic where people talk shit and say, you know, my taxes is paying for this shit. Motherfucker, you using that to go do you and party at the motherfucking clubs and shit. So yeah, you open up that discussion when you are doing wrong by what's in your life for a reason. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like I said, don't be modest and not get it. Get it if you can get it. Don't be afraid of that.
Yes. Yes.
Shout out to this wine. It's so delicious. Stella Rose.
Ricky said we are Hebrews sisters, the lost tribe of Israel. Facts. Okay, Ricky.
Okay, Ricky. You're not going there on crystal clear thoughts. But I appreciate you, brother. I've been there, a lot of school of thoughts, and I appreciate that. But what we need to do is we need to come together as a collective, whether we believe or not, and whatever.
Right.
We need to come together as a collective and understand that we've been somewhere and now we're going somewhere else. Are we going to keep allowing our past to be a part of our future? And that's where we need to make decisions and say, you know what? I'm going to try to switch this shit up. I'm going to do something different this time around. I'm going to go hard at what I believe in, my desires, my truth, my, what makes me feel good. You got to go hard at that shit. When you don't go hard at the things that you truly have, that's a passion of yours. That's when you lose yourself. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't bloom into the person that you weren't intended to bloom into because you negated the gifts that you have. Right. If I have never said I'm going to do this podcast and really open myself up to doing it and really commit every fucking Thursday to this podcast because I really believe that this is what my voice is for and this is what I'm supposed to do. And I've been rapping and dancing and entertaining people for a long time, bartending for 16 plus years. Right. Like, it's time that I do what the fuck I love to do. And that's be the voice that I say I'm going to be, but also give people a platform to see and to show who they are too. Right. Okay, you got a business, you make clothes, you do hair, you do makeup, you fucking do videography, you do photography, whatever you do. I open the door. I welcome people in. Right. I might even fucking pay you on the side to do some shit. You know what I mean? But don't take it lightly. Right. Don't take it lightly and expect things in return. That's not how it goes. And, speaking on behalf of the radio station, like, this is a business. If you want to show, you got to pay your way. But don't think that the person that runs this business might not say, hey, let me do this for you because I see you doing this. Right. You just never know. So you can't bite the hand that feeds you. Not at all. You have to always be willing to be open to receive and to give. Right. And, be open to receive and give. Even when people have messages for you, you might not want to join whatever they're into, but they might have a good message for you. So listen, take time, take heed, and receive. That's all. But, we're about to get into this crystal clear ball because you already know how it go. We're about to get into this because, my boo still got a million fucking thoughts in here. And so we're going to start it off, and she's going to start it off because Queen can talk. Get it? Make sure DM us your crystal clear thoughts that you want to talk about on the show. Write your name, DM us, put your thoughts in our bowl. Put your thoughts in our bowl. Put your thoughts in the bowl. Send in your thoughts. Send in your questions. Send in whatever. Hashtag Real Talk. And if y'all would like to cash app the show, $Queenie Brown, taking all sponsored donations. What you got going on over there?
Is your hurt more important than the hurt you inflicted on others?
Ooh, wee. That's deep. It's really not, but some people will make it that way. Some people will make their hurt more important than what the fuck they do to people. And I had to so the reason why I say that is because I've had that issue with myself when it came to my family. Um, I might have hurt them in ways that they've never told me that I've hurt them. But I've always showed and proved through my actions that I'm becoming a better person than I was when I was a teenager, when I was in college, living a teenager girl, live a young, wild and free type of lifestyle.
Right.
But I never hurt anybody, and I never hurt anybody, my family or nobody like that. But I just feel like when it was time to get me out of situations, those situations still linger. So I used to feel like, damn, my shit don't even matter because I done hurt them so much. So I wouldn't even tell them when I was hurt. I wouldn't even give them the opportunity to know that I was hurting because I felt like I hurt them so much.
Right.
So I was the opposite of that question. I was like, fuck it. I'm not going to give y'all this hurt. Y'all not going to feel this pain. Nobody. I don't do that to people. I think I probably cried in front of you. And that was, like real, like I was fed up. Like tears had to come out. So I'm not really one of those people that give you too much affection, time, and energy and emotion because I know what that does. And I know the vulnerability, how it makes people use it against you. And I'm not with it. I'm not with that. I'm not with people using my vulnerabilities against me. So I've always been one of those people like, no, you don't need to even know I'm hurt. I'll still smile and be dying inside. So yeah, no, it's not fair to do that to people.
Well, I'm the opposite of that because I'm always the one making sure everybody not hurting while I'm hurting.
Right. Because I got to see that from you too.
So it's like I could be in my deepest depression or deepest stress and you going through something and that's all set aside because now I need to know what's going on with you. I feel like I got to fix you. And I'm not even fixed. I need a Band-Aid. You know what I mean? So I'm the other. I'm on the opposite side. Like it's a lot of people around me who feel as though what they doing is right, and a fucking simple apology make everything right. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Like I'm
owning your shit.
Yeah, owning your shit. Like I'm the easiest person to get along with. So I feel like if you're not talking to me, it's because you got the problems, not me.
That's how I feel.
You know what I mean? Like and don't get it twisted. Like again, that's my soft spot. Like I care too much about people. So I'm like at the point like, no, your fucking feelings don't matter more than mine. Both our feelings matter. Your feelings matter to me, but nigga, please, like what I'm still human, yo, and I'm tired of being beat up. So no, your fucking hurts don't matter more than nobody else's. I don't care how small, big, little, teeny, humongous, it doesn't matter. My back pain, you could be like, oh well, all she gonna do is back pain. You really don't know. But in the same token, you getting up, maybe fucking going to work every day, and you don't feel like it's the same thing I feel of not getting up going to work every day. You know what I mean? So your hurt ain't more important than mine. Just because I get to stay home and you think that's cool.
Right.
Like,
yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah. You shouldn't even, that's what I'm saying. Don't inflict your hurt on nobody else because you don't know what they're going through.
Right.
And the saddest part is not even asking them, are you okay? Before you even stress them out with your shit.
Yes.
So yeah, that's a big no. So don't do it.
Be nice.
Be kind to one another. Well, going back to that. Should you be the bigger person when the other was wrong first? Fuck no. No.
Especially not if you a motherfucker that do it all the time.
Yeah, no. I'm tired of being the bigger person. Always.
Now,
let me
mind
make it better.
No. If I said something that missed you coming at my motherfucking neck, because I could be crazy with my tongue or whatever. Once you get me there,
she said, "The Mr. You coming at my motherfucking neck."
Cause you know what I mean. But in the same token, I feel like you should, if you started the problem, you should be the first person to approach the problem. So, because if the other person is genuine, then they're going to apologize too, even if they not wrong. Some people do that anyway, and they ain't even say shit. They be like, well, whatever, I apologize for whatever. Let's hug it out. You know what I mean? I might not trust you the same way, depending on the situation.
But I apologize. Fuck y'all. Fuck you. If you feel like whatever the fuck you can't own up to your shit, and I'm always owning up to my shit, I'm over to being the bigger person. I'm always the bigger fucking person. I'm always kissing somebody's ass.
Me too.
I'm not doing it no more. No more ass kissing for me.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah, me either.
It's not cute.
Your butt stink.
Stink.
Your butt stink.
I don't want to do it.
Your attitude stinks, so your butt stink.
I can't be that person anymore because people take that as a sign of weakness.
Right.
And I'm not weak. I just pick my battles, and I know when and where to get the fuck on.
And some people, when you know love and that comes first for you, that's the first thing your mind goes to. When you mean and you ignorant, that's going to be what your mind first go to when you come to heads with people. A lot of people like, damn, well, I did fuck up a little bit. Real people, adult people, the grown people, because everybody claim they grown because you over 21. Just because you over 21, that shit don't make you grown.
Period.
You got grown people and then you got mature adults. And I'm a fucking mature adult. I'm not just grown. I'm a fucking mature adult.
Period.
So I handle situations as a fucking mature adult because everything ain't needed to be rah and ready to fucking be Shrek. I don't want to turn into Fiona. You heard me?
First of all, I love Shrek and Fiona. That's one of my favorite.
But I'm saying, like, they made them like they was mean monsters, but they wasn't.
Ogres.
Yeah, like, no, come on. Way that shit be. Like, let's talk about this like real rational human beings.
I don't want to be Fiona.
Let's see where we got we separated on the streets, and then we can get it right. You know what I mean? If not, then kick rocks, motherfucker.
You
I got a
me?
family to raise.
You heard me.
Shout out to Miss Dell. That's Miss Dell line. That's my neighbor. She be like, you heard me. Ooh. What age was your first kiss, and did you enjoy it compared to now?
I don't remember my first kiss because when I was a little girl, I used to always tell people, give me a kiss. My uncle told me that that's all I did. So I don't remember, but I know I love kissing though. I really do.
So you don't remember your actual first?
Like a real, like when I was, no. Now the first boyfriend kiss.
Yes.
That kiss.
That kiss.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like your first kiss.
No, that's why I said compared to now.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so my first kiss was with my basketball. It was like Love and Basketball. And he was everything to me. I'm not going to say his name, but people who know me know who I'm talking about. I was in love with him. We was little kids though, but I wasn't fast like the other girls. Like I wasn't having sex. So, they was fucking. I wasn't.
Right.
But we would kiss, and I really loved kissing him. Oh, I did. And then I got older, and I would realize, like, yo, you better not be kissing people all the time, because motherfuckers is out here eating pussy, sucking dick. But but I do.
Because I never. That's crazy because I never kissed when I first like started off having boys.
Kissing is so intimate.
No, I never.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I'm lit. I just want y'all to know that I'm in slow motion. But go ahead, talk about your first kiss.
I never.
Django, you listening?
My first kiss was on the block playing catch a girl.
Get a girl.
Get a girl.
Continue. Django.
But I can't really say my actual real first kiss. I can't even. All right, so Ricky Johnson. That's my son's first. That's my first son's father. We kissed, but my first passionate kiss is with Django. That like I can't. I didn't even really have a lot of male boyfriends, so yeah,
She wasn't out there like that.
Django's my first passionate kiss.
Like
because I never liked.
Listen, I took
before.
like 5 pictures of y'all kissing, and it was definitely passion. First of all, like their passion, that shit turned me. I be like, y'all kissing like that? That's like a little movie or some shit. Yeah, they kiss pretty deeply. I like it. No, seriously, because and we talk about this all the time. Some people are haters. They don't like to see other people in love, and people think it's weird to no. I acknowledge it because that's the shit that I like. I want somebody to fucking love me that way too. So why not pipe that shit the fuck up?
I know that's right.
That's some hating shit to be like, oh, that's too much. No, they be kissing.
She be snapping them pictures. That's my baby right
boop, boop, because you gotta capture those moments because people don't get to have that kind of love.
No, they don't.
And when you find somebody that you can kiss like that,
I really never thought I would because honestly, I didn't even think it was. I thought that shit was only in them books. I thought it was only on the movies.
I'm like, Ashanti got that song called "I Want to Be Like the Girls in the Movies."
Yeah,
Ashanti, she has a song called "Movies." That song right there I am the girl that I want to be the Julia Roberts.
Right.
I want to be that. Right. I want that lifestyle.
Right.
Like, I always wanted that. I'm not saying I wanted that.
In the wind love.
But yeah, I want my dad to be like that. I want him to do that shit for me. Like
you said, that love and basketball love. Like you just
I really, because when you make a relationship passionate, you bring another element to the relationship.
Yes.
You give it some type of spontaneity. You make it all the more better. You make it feel good.
Yes.
So when you lack that passion, it makes people feel like the other person doing something or because you ain't loving me the way you supposed to be loving me. You gotta be. And the actuality is like we're not just loving each other. That's it. We're not loving each other, and we need to work on it. But I think that passion, that kissing and hugging and feeling and smelling each other and all of that shit, I love that shit.
Yes.
What? I will smell. What? I will sniff you out like a fucking hound.
Yes, you gotta appreciate that because, like I said again, never did I ever and I've loved people. I thought, I love people. I loved Ricky. I love Vito. I love people but I've never loved the way and I think it's because he genuinely loves me back, and I know for a fact that this man sees nobody but me. When we out, you already know when we out. When I turn around and I'm in my jig, I see they right there. Like we meet eyes all the time. It's no exaggeration. It's no, I'm trying. No, my girlfriend tell you she see it
all the time. I'm like, look at him.
Sometimes I gotta be like, I ain't no lie. We be in a bed, we be smacking each other like, nigga, this ain't real. We be tripping with each other like, you sure you fucking real? This can't be
It's
true.
A fantasy.
Oh my God. And I just pray for everybody to get that love. Cause it's dope. It's dope.
It's definitely always good to have your soulmate in your life. In this life, if you understand,
if you could get it,
Should we stick to old teaching remedies or go with the times? I feel like back in ancient times and all of that. I'm sorry, y'all, technical difficulties. I believe that we had, just like I was talking about the systems and things, we had medicinal systems. We had things that were put in place for us to heal, for us to have mental health, spiritual health, body awareness, and all of those things. So I think that with Big Pharma coming into play and creating medicines and things like that, yeah, some of the medicine might be there and it might be good for you to take. But then there's medicine that I believe causes you to get something else where you got to take some more medicine. So
And
I
it
feel
does.
like
That's why they
if you
got all
can
them
naturally
commercials.
heal, then I would go with natural healing first. Now, if all else fails, then you got to go with what the times say. But I believe that you should always start with natural first.
Because I do.
I always start natural
Yeah,
first.
I've been dealing with back pain since I was 14. I had these rods in my back since I was 14. And I can honestly say that I take them because when it rains, it fucking pours in my back. Fuck outside.
Right.
It pours. I can't even move some days. So I'll take them definitely then. I'm that as needed person on the bottom of the fucking prescription when they be like take 4 to 6 times a day or as needed. I'm the as needed one. You know what I mean? Because like you said, it's mental for me because I'll just be like, you can do it, girl. Get up.
Mhm.
You got it. Like, come on back. That's me all day, every day. Come on back. We can do this. I don't do no bending over too much and none of that crap, but or lifting no heavy objects, but I do still try to do some things. Can't put my socks on some days, my shoes. It is what it is. But like you said, natural healing is so much more important to me than getting strung out on these pharmaceuticals because they crazy. You know what I mean? And then for me, with that question, it's the the way of living because we was raised a certain way and you still stick with them rules and regulations, but you gotta bend a few of them because times is different in the world. You know what I mean? So even then when it comes to raising our children, you gotta like some shit you be like we had an instant, my cousin, we like, yo, it's a certain time, like we what you doing? Because our mom and our dad would have been like, yo, the lights is on outside. You ain't going no fucking where. Like, you staying right in this house. So, but you got to give a little leniency because that back in our day, that's when the running away came into play. The people sneaking out the house. We don't want that for our kids because now they sneaking out. They not coming back because a lot of they getting kidnapped. They getting trafficked, human traffic. So we used to sneak out the house and come back a couple hours later. It was out there, but now these people is crazier. These people is crazier. They in the hood with it for real. For real. They used to go out and snatch the kids in the suburbs and all that, but now they in the hood with it
everywhere.
They taking all our babies. They ain't got no stipulations no more. So you can't even. You gotta be like really careful on what you do. So yeah, like I don't. You can take some of the old, but you gotta mix it up a little bit with this new shit. Cause, like you said before, we got the technology. They got access to YouTube and TikTok and all that crazy stuff. And no matter how much you put all these blockers on their phone and all that, these little creatures, because they're more elevated to this technology shit than we are, even though we learning it. They find out a way to
more
get on it
advanced.
anyway.
They way more advanced.
They figure it out anyway, so it's hard to keep you. It's hard.
It's like you just never know.
Times
so you gotta
changed.
so you gotta stay on it.
Yes, times has definitely changed. You got all this violence. Ain't no stipulations on who they kill no more, where they shoot at, who they shoot at, when they catch the person, when they shooting them. Everybody dying on the sideline. You didn't even shoot the person you was trying to shoot. They went on home while people crying because the babies did. It's trifling.
Period.
So yeah, it's difficult.
It's sad. It's sad because you're trying to figure it out and then you're like, shit, times change too fast that you like, I just got this. How the fuck y'all gonna change it to that? So yeah, it's weird out here.
Yeah.
It's weird out here. But we always have a crystal clear moment, and I read something and I wanted to share it because this is a book that I have to give you one because I'm giving it to all people.
Okay.
Before you came to the show, I gave them out to some of the co-workers at Delgado. Shout out to Delgado's, all our co-workers there. It's called Today I Affirm, but it's a saying that Alex L. wrote, and it says, and this is our crystal clear moment of the day. I cannot change the hurt of my past, but I can decide to stand tall in my healing and march forward with my lessons in hand and heart intact. I cannot change the hurt of my past. I can't change nothing that happened already. It happened. But I can decide to stand tall in my healing.
Right.
I can find myself within that. I can say, I've been through it, but now I'm going to do something different or better. I'm going to march forward with my lessons in hand and heart intact. I'm going to walk forward with everything that I've learned, everything that has been given to me. And I'm going to use those tools so that I can be a little bit more sufficient and an abiding citizen in my own right. And I'm going to keep love as the higher power always. No matter what I believe in, no matter what I think, love is the higher power. Love is God. God is love. So I'm going to always keep that intact.
Right.
If you always have that within you and you know that these things happen, but you can change.
Right.
You got to be willing to accept the healing. You cannot be healed if you're not willing to accept healing.
Don't I know?
Keep your hands open to receive, but also give yourself to the process. Give yourself to that process. Healing is superficial, but it's beneficial. Because people don't believe in healing. That's why it's superficial to people. They don't believe that it can happen.
Right.
But that's not the fucking case.
I could
That's why love is the higher power, because love is healing. It's a healing power.
I definitely could attest. I could attest to that, yeah. Because if I related to my past, nobody would like me. And that's not into this sense of saying like I'm a mean person, but the things that I've been through from the age of 10 until now, like if you put my shoes on, your feet fucking hurt. A lot of people couldn't even walk in these joints.
Right.
They couldn't, because, and like I said, if I lived on that, I would really be me. I wouldn't even be around nobody. I live in my sorrow, my pain that I felt, the loss I took, like everything, the accusations I had to deal with during my loss, like that's real shit right there. Because if I told anybody anything that I really been through, you'd be like, bitch, you lying, because you don't even carry you. How the fuck you dealing with all that? Mm-hmm. Like, who are you?
You see me, I'd be like, motherfucker, do they not like they better be relaxed.
Who are you? Like,
but you know, we go.
Yeah, that's a great crystal clear moment.
Right. Because we go way back in the time where you know was young. We was all young.
Yeah, you met me. You honestly met me in my trying time.
Right.
You met me right when I was in the midst of my storm.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And we were young. We were real young, and we were finding ourselves. To be here today and to see you sitting here, you know, ready for whatever, I appreciate it, because it's given me strength that I can do the things that I need to do that's necessary for me to be the person I'm supposed to be.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? Because it takes that reflection.
Yeah.
It's like looking in a mirror. But, you know, I'm always willing and open to have the conversation of what I need to do, what can be done, yes, what should be done.
Right.
And some people aren't open to that.
And that's your mature adult. That's that mature adult in you right there.
Right. That's the what you want people to see. And when they don't see that because they want to keep you in that place that they had you from your past,
right?
It's hard to deal with that emotion. So you stay away from that.
Right.
Because you don't want to bring things into your life that's not for you. What's meant for you is meant for you.
Right.
Don't bring things that don't belong.
I got you. You got that the hell right.
Well, you already know what it is. We here, baby. It's every Thursday. You know, next week we taking a break. It's Thanksgiving.
Yes.
But we will be back after the Busta Rhymes concert. And talking about it. We got custom made designs by Megatron Exquisite Designs. My girl Quee over here, Firecracker, making sure that
I'm
we,
ready.
we're gonna be looking good.
Oh,
also,
don't forget our the fuck moment.
Oh shit, you already know. Before we get out of here, we gotta do our the fuck moment.
Fuck.
Go ahead, bring it down.
So I go to McDonald's.
Continue.
And my daughter, she loves the Happy Meal. So first of all, we all feel on a bad start because she likes double fries for some reason in our we get up there. So I'm like, the lady gave us 2 boxes, fries and fell out of them and shit. So I'm like, let me get a small bag, the small bag of fries, because she's sitting in the back seat. I don't want it all over the place. So she already got attitude, don't want to give me a bag. So I'm like, I'm waiting. Because thought she was going to go get, I'm waiting for my other stuff. So I'm like, all right, well, maybe she's going to give it to me when she give me that. She give me the shit. I'm like, the fuck?
I can't
Where
get
the
a
fuck
bag?
is the bag at? Mick flipping bitch. Please. You do not have to pay for this bag out. Your check is not that deep. First of all, I don't even understand the logic of wasting 2 cartons for a small fry, because that's what you ended up giving me anyway. And it's goddamn Happy Meal.
You just gave me a bag.
I'm like, I don't even understand. Like, and then I get my sandwich and the bitch is slid. Like, I took it back in. The manager was like, would you eat this? I was like, yes, manager, get him, because why did he slide my fucking sandwich like that?
The fuck
is wrong with these people at the restaurant chains?
So another crystal clear moment. You went and applied for that job. Do your fucking job. That's it.
Customers is always right.
The customers is definitely always right. Do your fucking job. You already know what it is. Yes. Crystal clear thoughts each and every Thursday. Yo, we do this shit big. Yo, Firecracker, I appreciate you. Thank you for always being here every Thursday. We doing it big. We doing it big. Hey, ready, yo. Philly Sharp. Shout out to everybody who's holding us down. Megatron. We doing the big cash buds.
Django.
Crystal clear thinkers. Make sure y'all tag, subscribe, share.
We need y'all to blow our DMs.
Yes, blow us up with everything. Blow us up.
Yes.
Hey, yo, Philly, you already know what it is. Drop that shit.
Who?
Me. Philly shit. Sexy shit. Let's go. Here she comes. I'm sitting pretty, getting it. Queenie by her dividends. Straight to the point, I hate a bitch. Ain't on me cause I'm winning. Young shit, step your brain up. Stop sucking dick, step your brain up. Closed mouths don't get fed. But if you close your lips, you're more dangerous. Paper chasing full speed ahead. Yeah, I'm hungry, I eat the bread. Hating on me, what the problem is. I love a challenge, I solve it quick. This what a queen should feel like. Down the queendom, real tight. Play no games, I won't say no names, but the niggas know you little lame life. What you looking for? I got what you need. That good can take you there. I call her Molly, cook it up, break it down. You know I got that recipe. Keep calm, nigga, slow your roll. If you ain't got a check, then don't check from me. I jump in the whip and hop out. I make them scream, I make them shout. Here come the queen, baby. Here come the queen, baby. Here come the queen, baby. Here come the queen, yeah. Jump in the whip and hop out. I make them scream, I make them shout. Here come the queen, baby. Here come the queen, baby. Here come the queen, baby. Here come the queen. I be feeling myself all types of ways. Big shots on the thing I wish was the way. Femme fatale, proof my lover. The Michael Lethal weapon, so I need to miss the glove. I be spazzing out in my head. If how I felt was bull, y'all be big. Can't base my life on what she said. Cause what she said don't beat my bread. Back to back, got balls for days. At the balls for days, slits and shit way. Hosting shows, counting the raising my door, then I cry some more. I fell back a bit, now I'm back again. I'm trying to rock shows all over the map and shit. I want it all, that's what's happening. You hear me, come motherfucker, start clapping. I got what you need, I know you feeling for me. I make it do what it do, so change the scene for me. Hopping with the whip real big. He like the way I ride on my Sierra shit. I'm on chest for the queen stay lit. Y'all already know what it is, bitch. Jump in the whip and hop out. I make them scream, I make them shout. make them shout. Here come the queen, baby. Here come the queen, baby. Here come the queen, baby. Here come the queen, yeah. Jump in the whip, and high, I make them scream, I make them shout. Here come the queen, baby. Here come the queen, baby. Here come the queen, baby. Here come the queen. See, I always knew I was destined to be a queen. I got a little girl looking up to me, man. So I gotta keep getting at this paper. Jump in the whip and high, I make them scream, I make them shout. Here come the queen, baby. Here come the queen, baby. Here come the queen, baby. Here come the queen, yeah. Jump in the whip and high, I make them scream, I make them shout. Here come the queen, baby. Here come the queen, baby. Here come the queen, baby. Here come the queen.